got a few extra screws here, but I'm not sure what they're for. That never happens to you, does it? No. Hi, I'm Paul Brodie. We are in my shop, and Mitch behind the camera. I'll be actually, I'm not a fabricator today. I'm an assembler. We're going to be working on the Aermacchi race bike. I've got a lot of parts ready to go onto it. That's the topic for today. Look what I got. Merchandise. This is new today. Very nice, and they're on sale. It's 20% off. This is the code you put in. So if you need some merchandise for Christmas at a good price, that's the deal. So maybe we'll go over here and look at what we have, and we're going to weigh the frame because we're back on Aermacchi where we weigh things. On the Tiger Cub, doesn't matter. It's just the bike in that sense. But the Aermacchi race bike, we want to know how much things weigh. So I'm going that way. Frame, swing arm. I spray bombed it. I didn't want to put on one primer, two primer, top coat, clear coat, and all that. So this was just a lot easier, and it's lighter too because there's less paint going on. So I've got a weighing scale over here. So let's take the frame over and just see how much it weighs. This is 100% accurate. I want you to know that. There we go. Oh, it's maybe 23 pounds. I thought it would be a little bit under 20, but I guess I'm off. I think the first thing we'll do is install the headset cups. So that'll be on the arbor press over here. So I'll set that up. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. And it looks like we're all the way down. Good. I think assembly is the fun part after all the work of making pieces. I don't have the engine built. I need to take that apart, but we'll put it in anyway. It'll just come out. I had 57 pieces anodized, and something didn't, I'm not sure what happened here. It's 3003, but it doesn't really matter because all you see is that bit right there, so I will not complain. So this is the air dam, and the air dam holds this in there. That holds the spring. I like the combination of the anodized and the paint. I think they match quite well. I think they complement each other. It's not a huge spring, but there we go. Cool. It goes into the wheel like that. You can see it feels pretty solid. And it's in. There we go. We'll put on the torque arm next, because then that sets the hub or the backing plate at the right angle. I'm not going to make everything super tight right now, but it's kind of like a mock-up build and make sure everything fits. See these O-rings? I've got unsealed bearings here, so I figured out years ago that if I put these O-rings in between the races, it seals it up. So that's what I'm doing here. It's a number 133, if that just in case you have an Aermacchi and you want to do that. So we'll put bearings in. These are 3/16, I believe. And you're always supposed to leave space for one bearing. You don't fill it up completely. I think there's space for one more there. Yeah, see, there's a little space right there. There you go, you got one space there left. There we go, that went down. Yep, that's down. There we go. I think the anodizing made the thread a little bit tighter. So you see how this works? This is the O-ring provides a seal. Now it's a sealed bearing. Whereas otherwise you got all that gap there for moisture, dirt to get in. So this was a good little trick I figured out. Oh, look at that. I'll adjust the headset later. Won't do that right now because I have to be able to turn the wheel. Yeah, it's starting to look like a motorcycle. Okay, so next step, I think we'll put on the swing arm and the shocks. And then we'll put the back wheel on. What we're looking for is a rolling chassis here. So this is a Honda XR200 assembly here. This is the hardened axle. You can see where it got hardened here. Probably induction hardened or something, and then it got ground. So this is harder than this. Inside, can you see inside? It's got needle bearings. Anyway, we'll add some grease in there, install the shaft, and then we shouldn't have to take that apart for a while. And this is waterproof grease, even though I might never ride in the rain, but I can have the confidence knowing that if I ever ride in the rain, the bearings are going to be just fine. I got a job in the bicycle industry assembling bicycles. This was years ago, actually 1983, and one of the things I didn't like about assembling bicycles is that my hands were always oily or greasy. I don't mind dirt, but I'm not real fond of oily, greasy hands. Probably some people don't mind. These are the Honda seals. You can see that they're going to keep all the grit out. That's basically how Honda does stuff often. One side is 17, one side is 19 because you might not have extra wrenches. We got work shocks here. Okay, that's what was on the shock when I ordered it. And then I knew that on the Excelsior I had these ones, and these ones are a lot smaller. So I thought I was ordering these, and what I got was this. So it comes up a little bit more. Can you see how, okay, this is the bottom. So it comes up a little bit more, but I realized after I got these that I used these and I made these out of that. So I made them quite a bit smaller. So I'm going to have to modify these, but maybe these will work a little bit just in the meantime. So this is what's going on the bike. You can see how it fits like that. You know, you got to go that way. And then this rubber bumper slides down. Then you put on the spacer. Then the spring goes on, like that. And then I had these anodized. This is way too shiny. I got to knock off a bunch of that. I don't want the big shine. So let's see what happens here. See if it is going to hit. Oh, it doesn't hit. Look at that. See that? Remember last time it was hitting? Now there's a little bit of space there. So that's very nice. It's nice when it all comes together. It puts a smile on my face for sure. Okay, we're going to put the seat on. Then you can see the orange and the gray. I think that's kind of a nice color combination here. I have to put the seat on first, and then the fender goes on. If I put the fender on, I can't put the seat on, so there's a sequence here. I'll put some nylocks on here later. I took the axle adjusters apart, so we're going to re-Loctite these in here. I got them anodized, so everything matches more or less. So these two nuts were locked on there. That's how I got this out of there. So when I force it down and the lower nut breaks free, then I know that I got it pretty, there we go. That should be pretty tight. So add some grease. There we go. Okay. This piece here is what holds the shoes on the other side, so that goes like that. That's a little snug too. Okay, need to do just a little bit of sanding because we've added thickness with the anodizing, and then we added thickness with the nickel plating, so a little too close in the fit. There we go. Okay. We need a little bit of grease on the cam and the pivot. Don't need a whole lot. Put a little bit of grease just on the shoes where it pivots. This is the air dam, and that's where the cool air, can you see that? That's where the cool air goes into the brake shoes. So it's all custom. And then this hooks onto here. And then when this is where it should be, there's a bit of tension for sure. So that's how that works. Okay, I think we're ready for the back wheel installation. Oh, That was handy. It just popped right through the other side. That's a custom washer made out of stainless steel. Mitch says he's close to being out of film, so we're going to stop for today. Thank you very much for watching. Mitch and I like coffees. If you buy us coffees, helps to fuel our channel. Take care. See you next time.